Okay, so I'm gonna do a brief guide to help new initiate hunters. I'm not gonna be on here for long. Just saw a stream today, and I want to help specifically Goonie out with figuring out how to play this game. Um, so I'm a little bit further in the game, so excuse the intense music. There's just some really heightened stuff right now, but it's going to be mostly daytime in this area. But I'm going to show you around this area and some of the things that you need to get familiar with. First off, this area right here, the stockpile. This is where you can buy materials and stuff like that to make hunts easier, so you don't have to actually do them. You can send it to your pouch, which is what you carry when you go inside hunts, or you can send it to the box. I'm just going to do the pouch just to show you. You can buy potions, live powder, which is these are all just this is a bare bones, but these two heal you. This is for poison, for whenever you get poisoned by a monster. These cool drinks for when you're ever in a hot environment. Hot drinks for whenever you're in a cold environment. This stops bleeding. The list is here, and this is all things that'll help you get through the battle. Barrels and bombs like that, these are just for like old school hunting, where you used to put bombs next to sleeping monsters because you'll get bonus damage. But veteran hunters don't really use this anymore because there are better ways to damage the monster. But it's a good way to cause some damage to monster if you're still new. You just plant the bomb next to a sleeping monster, get some damage. Hey Tacos, thank you for stopping by. This is not going to be a long stream. I'm actually just doing a quick guide for somebody I saw streaming today, and they just need a little help to actually get to hunting. So I'm just doing a brief guide if you want to hang on by. There's some more stuff in this menu which I don't personally know about because I don't use a gun. I don't use a bow gun or a bow and arrow, but these are different types of ammo coatings and stuff like that you use to actually hunt and do specific damage. These two right here come in handy later on, but you won't unlock them until later on in the game. These are just increases your strength and increases your armor, and so long as you have them equipped to your pouch, you'll do extra damage and have extra defense. I don't have necessarily everything. I'm not thoroughly through master rank, so I don't have everything, but I know there's more to come. So there's that guy. There's this area as well, which is as you hunt specific monsters and you get specific things done inside missions, you'll get these bounties that you can do. So let's say I hunt the Jagras a lot. You can get specific missions that you can do to actually get more items from that specific monster. However, these are other missions that will give you bonuses. Like this one says, like it has a hard armor sphere that I can get. This is just the armor spheres are what upgrades your armor, so your armor is always up to date. So these are just so it's bounties which give you those items. The investigations are these random hunts that you can get, and it's a great way to get rare items. So like just example for this one, if I hunt these two monsters, I have the chance of getting these 3 bronze rewards, a silver reward, or a premium gold reward. That is that's if I finish this hunt and I basically kill those monsters. It's just an increased way to get better items instead of having to do the actual story missions or redo those side missions. Oh, and as for the deliveries, sometimes you're going to be asked to hunt specific monsters to get specific items. When you complete those deliveries, you'll get bonus materials. So it'll say like the rewards at the bottom. These are ones I've completed: catalyst, mega fertilizer, harvest box upgrade. I'll explain all this stuff later. You unlock camps in some areas, but like all these items, so like you have to deliver 2 iron ores and 1 ancient bone to unlock the northwest camp is basically the explanation of how to do that kind of stuff. Yeah, let me see if I can explain another one. Like I haven't done this one yet to get certain mantles, but you want to do these things because, example, in this area, doing the rope lift will make navigating this area a lot easier. So it's just like little things. So like you fight these monsters, get these materials, deliver them to this guy, you'll unlock these bonuses in these areas. It explains itself as you understand them a bit. Okay, so obviously anytime you come across these big boards, these are your missions. I'll explain this as well. So you can post a new quest, and so this is something that you didn't understand, Goonie, when you were playing it. But there's assigned missions, which are like the story missions. And then there's optional missions, which unlock as you complete story missions. Investigations, which are the ones that you get, that you assign yourself from that other area. You assign an investigation, then you come here to do them. So you can see like it has the rarity of what I will get. I can get from fighting the Nergigante, I can get a bronze level material, a silver level material, or the chance of getting 2 gold premium materials once I complete the mission. Then there's event quests, which are special event things. Like example, you can fight you can fight these moss swine, but the gimmick is that these moss swine are giant moss swines. They don't usually come in this size, so it's like a little fun gimmicky missions that happen here, or special monsters that you can fight, like fight the Teostra and stuff like that. It's just eventful things. That's why they're called events. And then special assignments, which are like story missions that appear in certain places. All these are missions you can do, or you can just head out on an expedition. And this is the difference. Missions have a higher chance of getting you better rewards. Expeditions, which have no time limit, you have a chance of fighting any numerous amount of monsters. You'll never know which ones, but there are specific ones that appear more often. So like if I head to the Ancient Forest, high chance I'm going to fight a Jagras, just because that's where they like to roam. But you'll never know which ones are there, and there's like an endless amount of them that'll come, but there's also no guarantee you'll get some of the premium items from them as well. Moving on. Reason why people want you to get herbs in this game is because eventually you'll unlock the botany. And in the botanical research, what you do is you can cultivate it, which means that you can stick your herbs that you collected inside this harvest box. For me, I have hot peppers growing right now because I'm trying to make a lot of hot drinks because I'm in the end game and there's like a lot of icy areas. But what you're gonna do, Goonie, is you're gonna stick your herbs in here, and this is just to help you get a lot more herbs. You'll cultivate it, and then you'll fertilize it with regular fertilizers by what you'll have, and you'll unlock more fertilizers as you do those deliveries, which is why I said the deliveries are important. And once you fertilize it, it'll basically increase the amount that you can get, and this will just give you more herbs and more herbs as you go on hunts. So basically, right now, like if you look at the hot peppers, it says a 2 plus 6. So what that means is I fertilize it, and I'll get 6 additional hot peppers after I do 3 hunts. So like once I do like 3 missions, and then I'll come back, and it's one of those things where you have to manage it. You'll have to come back and fertilize it again, and at max I'll fill up 50 over there in the corner. It's just a good way to have like just stuff growing in the background, so you don't have to keep on farming herbs yourself. Over here, this is the Monsterpedia area, the ecological research. As you hunt the monsters, and like as you wow, I actually have not been here for a while. As you do investigations on them, so as you collect those scents of the monsters like that, you'll increase the level. So like I have the Great Jagras. What you're gonna be at is, let's look at the Great Jagras. I can't really point at it. I wish I could, or I'll highlight it. This. What you're gonna fill up is the first 3 green stars because you're in low rank. Then you'll have to fill up the 3 yellow stars when you get to high rank. And then right now I'm filling up the 3 purple stars because that's the master rank level. When you fill this up, it'll say the scout fly level, which is over here in the lower right hand corner. That's the perks you get to hunting it more and more. So level 1 is the scout flies will show you where the next track is. I have it at a level 2, which shows me where the actual monster is located. This is going to come in handy later on because you're going to find that it's a lot easier to locate these monsters instead of roaming the whole area, wasting time, because time becomes important if you need that time to actually do damage to the monster, which is why sometimes not hunting the monster and just figuring stuff out about the monster can help you. It's all about how you want to dedicate your time. A lot of veterans don't do this so much because they just kind of know where the monsters roam. If you're fighting a little bit more of a water monster, it's probably going to be around water. If you're fighting a flying monster, he's probably going to be higher up in the mountains just because, you know, that's where he likes to roam. This game is very based on actual monsters. It or like how this game prides itself on making the monsters be almost real. So like you're not gonna find a flying monster, you know, waddling in the mud. You're gonna find a flying monster that flies. So go up high and look for the flying monster. The Baroth, which is like more of a mud monster, he hangs out in the mud. You're not gonna find him high in the mountains. There's also special investigations, which are mostly like the Elder Dragons, like that. You really won't worry about this stuff until you get to high rank. And then this is the Monster Field Guide, which is I'll show you small monsters. This is just like, so the Jagras, the actual small ones, you know, it tells you the items that you get in low rank versus high rank, master rank. It's just basic information. These are basic monsters that you fight. But we'll look at the sorry, I backed out of it by accident. We'll look at the actual large monsters, and then I'll just show you the Great Jagras just to show you. As you hunt it, so this is like you can get crowns for like, oh, I've fought a really small one or fought a large one. This is just for like completionist people. You don't have to really worry about that. And so this is what I mean by like sharp weapons versus blunt weapons, and then they added piercing, which I don't know a lot about because I don't usually do bow and arrow or bow gun. But as you can see, if you use your sharp, so for specifically this monster, if you use sharp weapons on its face and its belly, that's where you're gonna do a lot of damage on the Great Jagras. You can even, and the hammer is to represent blunt weapons. If you use blunt weapons on its head or its belly, you're going to do a lot of damage there. But apparently, for its side and tail, it doesn't do so much damage. But the Great Jagras is more like a training monster, so it really doesn't matter where you hit it. Just wail on it, and eventually it'll die. Let me show you something that's a little bit more harder to deal. This is the Baroth. As you can see, its face, you basically can't do any damage to. It's showing you that sharp weapons and hammers and piercing weapons work better on its arms or its tail. That's your best bet for hunting this specific monster. If you'll use sharp weapons on its face, you're going to find it's going to have like this kind of like a blunt sound to it. It's going to sound like a brr kind of sound. You're hitting it, you're not doing as much damage, and you're ruining your durability. So this is where it comes, like, as you study the monster, it'll be helpful for you later on. And it varies from monster to monster. So you see like the red points are showing you where you're good at, where you're not good at, depending on the monster that you're fighting. That's why I said for the sharp weapons, typically the side and the tails are where you can try to focus on. That's because that's where it makes sense. For some monsters it changes, but for the most part, if you're using sharp weapons, it's not so much the face, because if you're ever hunting with other people, usually hammers like to go for the face because they'll do knockout damage. One time you thought that you actually beat the Jagras. That's not actually what happened. You stunned him. You knocked him over because you did enough damage to his weak points. Hammer people like to do knockout damage, so they'll mainly focus the face because that's where they'll do a lot of knockout damage. That's not something you got to worry about because you're doing dual blades. But yes, for the most part, just to show you, I'm going to go just to clarify the Great Jagras. This is the physiology, and then here's rewards. So certain areas that you can get certain items for. So if you break its head, you can get the great. This is for low rank. You get the Great Jagras mane. This is just the area you go where if you're trying to figure out exactly what items you're trying to get and what you need to do to get those items. So if I'm going for the Great Jagras mane, I need to know before I kill this monster or capture him, I need to break his mane, which is on his head. And that's how you get a high chance of getting the Great Jagras mane. This does not guarantee you get that, and that's where the grind and the RNG comes in. This is just the high chances to get these items in these sections of the monster. Backing out of that, you already know about your bedroom. That's where you go to change your weapons and stuff like that. That's going to be over here for you. I'm not going to head in there. You already know where that is. As you go up the stairs, well, I will be heading to the bedroom, but not now. I'll show you something else. As you go up the stairs, you'll know about the this is where the armory is. You've been here before. For the most part, because you have high rank armor, don't worry about upgrading your high rank armor. Your high rank armor will get you all the way through low rank. What I would say you need to focus on is upgrading your dual blades. So I think this is the ones that you have. this shows you the current one you have, and there's different trees you can go on. I have a lot of trees unlocked because I've hunted a lot of monsters. You'll unlock different trees as you hunt different monsters. But for the most part, I think, yes, these are the weapons that I think you want to get. So I think you have these equipped. If you want an easy fight, switch over to your defender chainsaws. I don't know if you have them or sold them, but you can see that they have a lot of green sharpness. That's what you want to look for, and just upgrade these. They'll do you more justice as you do them. As you can see, you'll get these as your basic one, and then the Anjanath, which is going to be that monster I told you to run away from, Goonie. You'll fight this one, and then you'll get one scale, and then you can upgrade it more. This is just a good weapon to easily upgrade, and it'll get you through high rank. That's if you're going to go the dual blade route. And then, so just to take a quick look at the sharpness so you can understand. Green doesn't mean it's perfect. There's higher sharpnesses than that. As you see, you can get up into white sharpness. White sharpness is important because there's going to be some monsters that you'll fight that'll have like a super armor. So that even though you'll be in green sharpness, you'll do that, once again, that kind of like brah noise. It's more of like an audio type of thing, but it'll basically show you that you're not doing much damage that you can do to your monster and to the monster, and you need to resharpen your weapon back to white sharpness. Once you start getting into like the red, yellow, orange, and red, you can still hit them, or for the super armor monsters, that's like guaranteed deflection, and you're not doing anything to that monster. So it's best to just go away and sharpen your weapon. That's pretty much it for upgrading your weapons. It's kind of straightforward. I like that's the way that they did it for this game. Another thing you need to get used to, and this is a habit you need to build. Always eat before your hunts. Go right here and go to the canteen. Pay with money. Pay with points. There's always a way to pay for your food. Use a voucher. I don't care what you do. A gourmet voucher will guarantee the super bonuses with the meal. But pay with your money. You're not going to have all these platters. You get these platters from doing a lot of those deliveries. Once again, I'll head right back there after this to show you that this is how you get better deliveries. You'll get these deliveries from talking to like the chef that's here. You talk to him and he'll give you a mission. Do the mission, complete the delivery. That's all you have to do to upgrade your kitchen, and upgrading your kitchen will get you bonuses. So example, if I do this chef's platter, I will get an attack boost up and a defense boost up. And then there's food skills that come with it too, which is feline groomer, feline polisher, feline bulldozer. I don't know groomer off the top of my head, but polisher means that I like sharpen my weapon faster. It's like these small perks that happen when you eat your meal, and they'll go away once like the meal bonuses, or if you faint. It's like if you actually faint one time in battle, these bonuses go away. So we'll go through that. Once again, to complete this, you'll either talk to the chef that's behind the kitchen to get the missions, or this is just a fast way to get down. I'm gonna go back down to the bottom level. You'll either talk to him, you'll get missions, or you'll have to complete deliveries, which are right here again. Which is they'll ask you to deliver it, and then once you deliver it, you'll unlock bonuses like better food in the kitchen. It's just something you want to get into practice of doing. Now, we're going to do some training of actual swinging your weapon and doing some basic menu maintenance. Your room will not look like this. I got an upgraded room from completing the story. But when you go in your room, go to your housekeeper. This is a good way to train on how to fight. And they'll talk to you, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then go to your training area. This is a great way to learn how to practice fighting. Okay? So once you go to your training area, once it loads, I'm just going to show you some basic menu type stuff. I'm a charge blade main. You're going to be doing dual blades because you like them. They're cool. It's fine. It's not my kind of thing. I like to actually block damage instead of always focusing on dodging. Okay. I'm going to switch this for a second. Change the objects in my area. So I changed the objects in my area just to. This is supposed to simulate a big monster. That's what this little thing here is here. Now for you, Goonie, when you come into this game, what's going to happen is you're probably going to have your dual blades equipped, and it has all this information on the left side that tells you how to use that weapon. Now, this is a basic guide. There are secret ways, and you can check them on YouTube. There are more ways to actually use your weapon, even more, and more of a pro way. But these are your basic combos on how to basically use your weapon, and it'll get you through low rank. Now, if I'm swinging on this guy and just doing some damage, blah, 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 I don't really care. The durability, I don't know if you're looking at the top left corner, but I'm in white durability, and it's going down. That's how you know the durability is going down on your sword, or whatever weapon that you're using. I'm doing a guide, Nergy, for somebody I was watching today. I'm trying to so this isn't gonna be a long stream. I'm glad people are hopping in, but it's gonna be very short. So the person I'm talking about, her name is Goonie. As you can see, Goonie, I just wailed on this monster a lot, and I went from white sharpness to blue sharpness. My sharpness is going down, blah, 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 blah. This is what's going to happen. Yeah, Charge Blade love, Nergy. I know you love it. Makes me feel good and tingly inside. But, as you can see, my sharpness is going down. Once your sharpness gets to a kind of a shit tier sharpness, it's going to be different for you because you play Xbox. But switch over, go to your whetstone. I think I'm going the wrong way. Blah, 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 blah. And then, boom, sharpen your weapon. And everything's Gucci. And I'm back to white sharpness. Now, because this is simulating a battle, because I'm in a training zone, green bar is your health, orange bar is your stamina. As you run around, you're going to waste stamina. It's going down, it's going down. This comes important because as you dodge, roll, and stuff like that, you see you use a lot of your stamina. If you let that go all the way down, you're exhausted. If a monster's chasing you and it's on your ass, unfortunately you're going to be in this position for a while. You can't do anything. That's going to leave you open to get hit. So you got to watch your stamina. You got to watch how you dodge. You got to do all this stuff. It's actually a real hunt. I'm going to use a dash juice because that's what I'm going to use. But as you can see, it's simulating how it's going to raise my, I don't know if you saw it, but if you look at the top left, it's simulating how much stamina it's going to give back to me. You can do the same effect with a well-done steak, which you've already witnessed. Keeping your stamina high is important. So I'm going to just use a dash juice. I don't care. Boom. More stamina. Another thing, I can't do it now because I have full health. When you use potions and stuff like that, one of the benefits and slice of life things that they add to the game, it used to be that you would drink a potion. I can't drink it because I'm full health. It would be that you would drink a potion and then you'd do like this nice little stunt move where you have to flex. You have to show off your muscles after you drink a potion, and it would leave you exposed. And this one, what they allowed you to do is you can actually walk and drink potions. So always be on the move. If you need to heal yourself, don't just go off to a corner, stand still, and then drink a potion. No. You gotta get your ass kicked. What you need to do is pay attention to the monster, drink your potion, make sure you're avoiding it, and even so, it may waste a potion, but sometimes if he's about to attack you, even taking a little swig and then dodging out the way is a lot better than taking that potion and then getting hit, because then it would be for nothing. It'd be best to take the potion and then chug another potion if you need be. But stay on the move because the monsters are crazy, and as you get into harder monsters, they're gonna. Oh, I'm doing it right now for you, Goonie, but I'm gonna cut it off soon. I'm doing a very quick stream. If there's questions, real quickly, I'm about to leave this area, but I'm gonna post this up, and I'll even post it to my YouTube so you can go back and see it. We've already missed a few things, but I did a quick run through of the beginning area to help you. Nergy, this is Goonie. This is who I saw, and this is why I'm doing this this stream. I'll show you how to get here once again, just so since you're here, if you want to just stick around quickly. I'm going to, you go to your room. My room is going to look different than yours, Goonie. And hey, Tacos. My room is going to, thank you for sticking by, Tacos. Do you play Monster Hunter? I'll ask these questions on while I'm in the load screen. So you can stay Goonie, but my room looks different than yours because I completed some of the story. They rewarded me with a better room because I saved the world. So I get your room's gonna look different than mine. But find your little housekeeper cat, talk to them, and then what's ended up gonna happen is yeah. But this isn't even the final room. I have an even better room for master rank. Use your weapons without the caution of getting your ass kicked by some of the monsters. And so I'm not gonna stay here long because I actually already said some of it already. But go talk to your housekeeper cat, and then you know, fine. I'll show you my room before I end the stream. I'll head over there. It may look like this. And then what I did is I talked to this cat to change the way. So like you can hit barrels and stuff like that in that area, but if you select change objects in the area, then you'll find that big wooden monster to fight. I'm not gonna do that right now. Another thing that you want to get used to is versatility. So for me, I'm on PlayStation, so I think it's gonna be the left trigger for you. I don't know if I can't remember if I changed my controls around. Might be left bumper, don't hold me, but whatever you use to aim, like I'm in an aim mode right now, for me it's left trigger. I can swing on stuff. This is going to keep you versatile. This is a good way to get around and get around the map. Just practice it. You can obviously swing on vines and stuff like that. I'm just fiddling around, I'm not really doing much. But there's also something that is going to be, hold on, I'm trying to remember how to do it. Okay, for me it's circle. They added a new thing that's called a Grapple Claw. This is something that you use to grapple on the monsters. It's to help with versatility. Something that you want to practice. It's a little bit, I'm learning it a little bit myself too because I'm getting back into Monster Hunter. But I'll switch the monster around and show you a little. I didn't want this to be an in-depth guide. I wanted it to be a kind of just a beginner. This is how you're starting. A lot of this stuff will just be trial and error. It's just learning the game. So we'll move on, but for the most part, you want to learn how to just swing around and just get around the map a lot quicker, because a lot of times you'll find monsters that are charging at you and you just need to swing out the way. What else? So I'll switch over just to show you what the grapple thing does. This didn't used to be in the game. They added it. So I'll change the objects in the area. And what the grapple thing will do, blah 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 blah, load screen. So get used to having slinger ammo as well. So there's some stones here on the ground. You can do the aim again. So the aiming thing controls two things. You can shoot stones, like I just picked up stones, so I can shoot stones at the monster, and you see 8 damage. There's gonna be some special kind of ammo, like ammo that explodes and stuff like that. It'll help stun monsters. So let's say the monster's raging out, it's being a little bit of a bitch. You can find some special ammo that's gonna just basically, like, let's say he's charging at you. Oh, fuck you! Shoot that at him. It'll stop him in his tracks because it'll basically fuck with him a bit. So it's good to learn how to shoot ammo sometimes because it'll save you from getting hit. Now with the Grapple Claw, what you usually want to do is side of them. I press triangle, and what this does, I don't know if you look at it. Now the side is damaged. This is a good way to weaken a part of a monster. So now as I swing at this side of the monster, 126 damage. Versus if I swing at this side of the monster, which will probably be like in the 50s or something like that, or 119. I don't know if that's just because I'm in axe mode. But it's a good way to get some good damage in, because this side is weaker. See, solid 68 damage. So grappling onto the monster is important, but pay attention to your stamina when you do so. See, my stamina is going down really fast. It's something you want to pay attention to. For the most part, it's just you want to get on and quickly off, because your stamina is important, you want to manage it. But if I grapple onto the face, and let's say the monster's tired, and I can smack it, and then use the ammo in my gun. Oh god, I did it wrong. My bad. Hold on, let me see if I can do it again. Smack it. Oh, come on. Let me see if I can do this right. Still learning it myself. Okay. Did I already use the ammo? What the hell? Alright, I fell off. Hold on. Another thing, that's why I say manage stamina. So I'm still learning it myself, and I'm still getting used to it because the Grapple Claw is new to me as well. But I'm trying to. How the fuck did I use it? If I can remember how to use it, I'm sorry, I'm looking like a noob right now. If I can remember how to use it, the ammo that you have, and probably because I don't have any ammo in it. I probably don't have any ammo in it. Do I? Nope. That's probably what's going on. There we go. It's a new edition. I'm learning it myself. Oh, come on. Get off. Get off. Alright, I'm just gonna drop. I don't give a fuck. I'm looking like a noob because I'm still learning it myself. And it also keeps on making me grapple on... Ah, damn it. It keeps on making me grapple onto, the face. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know if you saw, but if you have ammo inside your slinger, you can shove it in the monster's face, and this is only when they're tired. You can shove it in the monster's face, and then if he hits a wall, it'll stun him. These are kind of all... I'd say focus on that once you start getting used to fighting. For right now, you just want to focus on fighting. I'll just do it again, because the reason why I was screwing over is because I didn't have any ammo. I was kind of being of a dum-dum. Grapple onto the face, shoot it in his face. It's not really going to show it here, but if that was a real monster, he would have slammed his head into the wall and then been stunned. And it only works when they're exhausted. If you try to do that to them when they're enraged, you're not going to get anywhere with it. So we'll go back to headquarters. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Get out of here, and then I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go on an expedition and show you some of the things I want to tell you. Because what I was trying to get across, you could, but yes, Nergy, you can. Yes, when they start drooling and stuff like that, Nergy's hopping and telling you like, yes, you can grapple onto their face, but you're gonna look like a dum-dum if you do it. Like, you're gonna grapple onto their face, shoot them in the face, they're mad already, you're wasting stamina, and they're about to just destroy you. Nergy plays Monster Hunter as well, so he knows what's going on. Gonna look like a big old dummy-dum if you do it. These low times. But one of the things I want to get across is there's environment. So those white lilies that I was talking about, those are just spur of the moment heals. You're not doing anything special when you go inside of an expedition or a mission. When you start an expedition, you're at full health, you're at full stamina, unless you take like stat boosting stuff to oh, it's daytime. It was nighttime when I first did this. We're gonna go on a low rank one just so nothing can really mess with me, and we're gonna go to the ancient forest because you're gonna be here for a while. They're spur of the moment heals. You're gonna start an expedition at full, like if you go back and watch this, you're gonna start the expedition at full health, full stamina. That's how it always is. You can do things to increase that, like eating steak, and there's also meds that you can take that'll increase your health. Or, like I said earlier in my video, always eat before you go on a hunt. This is basic Monster Hunter 101. There's a canteen that you go to. I don't care if you spend money, I don't care if you spend expedition points, there's always a way to pay for it, so there's no excuse to not eat, is what I'm saying. Always eat before you go on a hunt. It'll give you damage bonuses, it'll give you defense bonuses, it'll give you slight perks like sharpening your weapon faster. There's nothing wrong with eating, and it'll make the game easier. But you always eat before you go on a hunt. I think there was one I was playing with Tao Netta. She came on one time. We just did a quick Monster Hunter stream, and she forgot to eat. And like the thing is that if you're a veteran, it's okay not to eat. It's just frowned upon because you're a veteran. You know that you should eat, but everybody forgets. It's just there's nothing wrong with eating, and it only benefits you. It'll make the game easier. Now this thing will freaking load. And here's a little bit of a slice of life thing that they added. There's a place that you can eat in the area I was just in, like the main town. that's called the Canteen. But let's say you forget. They still have a canteen here in every camp that you go to. You can just go right here and sit down. Let's say you forgot to eat. You're like, ah, damn, I forgot to eat. You go here and you can still eat. They literally provided a place for the people who forget to eat to then eat. And then, like I said, you can pay with money. You can pay with points. You get points by exploring, like, you know, basically just you get points for discovering monsters, discovering like even squirrels. Like if you like, you can there's like this little net thing that you can equip. I'm gonna show you quickly. It's called a capture net. You can equip it, and there's like these little rabbit things. So I have it equipped right now. Let me see if I can sneak up on them. And I'm gonna shoot that. Oh, I missed. All right. Oh, I caught one. Let me see if I can find something else to catch real quickly, and I'll just show you quickly. I know they're over here, but you can capture like little birds, little squirrels like that, and they just add points to your explorer. It's like your, like I said, your explorer almost. Everything is important. Points are important. All this stuff only benefits you. So let me see if I can sneak up on this dude. Got him. And then it should say like points. There, I got 7 points for capturing a little shepherd here. And you can use those points, so I'm gonna head right back to the camp. And you can actually quick travel to camps if you're not in a battle. Just select the camp, and it'll just say travel to this camp. You get a little wing dragon thing that takes you there. And then, like I said, if you forget to eat, you come here, you can pay with money. You can pay with the points that you can collect just by exploring the world. There's vouchers you get for free for just coming in and playing the game. There's gourmet vouchers which will give you like the I'm not gonna use it, which will give you the max bonuses. So like let me just say pay with money. So for me, there's like this golden thing. Like these are the bonuses that'll appear, and I'm just gonna do this quick. I said it earlier in the stream. Attack up, defense up, and then there's feline groomer, feline polisher, feline bonus, bulldozer. These are food skills in the bottom. These are just random things. I don't know much about groomer, but I know polisher is like it either keeps your weapon sharp longer, or it makes it so that you can sharpen your weapon quicker, which comes in handy if you're in the middle of battle. It's just like little small perks and stuff like that. Like I said, that benefit you to do the hunt better. I don't need any of those stuff. I can basically like take out these monsters without food or anything like that right now because I'm in a low rank. But I have master rank armor and weapons right now. I'm not worried about anything that's going to go on. Now, let's say you're in this area, and you have to pay attention to these kind of areas because there's healing stuff all over the place. These white lilies, I'm at full health right now. I don't need this. But let's say you're in a fight. Let's say you're out of potions. You don't know what the hell's going on, but you know these things are here. You're getting your ass kicked. You need health real quickly. You run over to these bitches. You hit circle, which for me, but it's different for you. I think it's like B. And bam, you're healed. That's what they're for. They don't serve you any purpose like right now. These are like when you're fighting monsters in here. Let's say you're getting your ass kicked. You're like, oh shit. You hit that, stay in the green mist, you're healed now. That's what it's for. And that's if you're out of potions. I said it earlier in the stream, but like collecting these herbs and stuff like that, there's a place where you can plant the herbs to get more herbs, and they're only used so that you can craft let me see. So crafting list. So you can craft more potions. See, I have 2 herbs right now. Boom, boom. Craft a potion. Craft a potion. And now I have better potions. But there's better things you can do with those potions. Let's go back to the craft. Sorry, wrong button. Let's go back to the crafting list. If I have honey, which I don't have on me right now, I can create a mega potion. So the whole point is that let's say I have a lot of damage, a potion will heal. Well, an herb can heal me, but it'll only give me a little health. A potion will give me more health. A mega potion will give me a ridiculous amount of health. That's the point, and that's where crafting comes into play, because eventually what you want is mega potions. Let's say you're getting your ass handed to you. Well, damn, you chug a mega potion. Now you're back at full health in 1 swig, instead of having to take 5 regular potions. So that's why people are telling you to collect herbs, because for early game, this is important. While you're heading out, also collect honey. Because potions and honey make mega potions. And it shows you, see, potion to mega potion. So all this stuff is important. Yes, be a hoarder. But eventually there's going to be a place where you can have this stuff growing for you without you having to actually get them. If you're out in the wild, look for these things. Red pits. You fill them inside your slinger, and these are the things that you use to shoot out and mess with monsters. People like using the red pits because they're a good thing to shoot into the face of a monster and stun them, like that thing I was showing you. Now, I think that's it for like the basic rundown of the area. I think I'm gonna head to a poisonous area just to show you something to be wary of, because the environment is friendly to you and it's also a detriment to you. You have to pay attention to the stuff that you're around, because you can use it to help you or you can use it to screw yourself over. I'm not really caring about these guys, so don't worry about getting lost or anything like that. It kind of happens with the early game. You're gonna learn the map. You'll get through this stuff as you learn the map. Okay. Yeah. The reason why I told you not to engage that monster is because he's a little bit of a hassle, and if you don't know what you're doing yet, and you need more practice with using your weapons, which is why I said you probably should go to the training area and do that, just to get familiar with the weapon. He's not necessarily a hard enemy, it's just not for you right now. Even with your high rank armor, I don't think you're really prepared for it. Because what he brings to the table is that he also spits fire, and so I'll give you a tip on that as well. If you're on fire and you're burning, so what will happen is if you're on fire, your health is going to get sapped away unless you barrel roll in some water or barrel roll 3 times to stop, drop, and roll to get the fire off of you. If you don't do that, you're going to screw yourself over. Here's another example of heals inside of a battlefield. This is a vigor wasp. It's just like a bee that collects health stuff. You smack them, boom, now you're nice and healthy. But you don't collect anything. Now where am I? Alright, so I head this way. But collecting this stuff, so like old mucus and stuff like that, it gives you points which you can use to buy free food, and it gives you information about the monsters, which, like I said, will help you understand how to fight them. I'm gonna go up here because I don't really want to fight him. I can kick his ass, but I just don't really care about fighting him. Now, he might get mad because I'm in his territory. Some of these monsters are territorial. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. I don't care. You get what I'm trying to get across. For example, here is something called a poison cup. If you're fighting a monster that's on the ground and you smack this bad boy, I'm gonna just get out the area. It makes a nice little pool of poison. If the monster walks in that, the monster gets poisoned. Unless it's a monster that's kind of immune to poison. I think he is like a little bit in between. He may be immune to it, maybe not be. Depends on how he feels about, in the day. But if I step in it, now I'm screwed over. I have some abilities that don't poison. Nope, I'm poisoned. Look at the top left corner. I'm poisoned right now. And my health will keep on going down. I don't think you naturally get over it. But that's where antidotes come in. I chug a little antidote potion. And then things are Gucci. I'm healed right now. Now that redness inside of your health bar, that'll heal naturally over time. Unless you get hit. See how he hit me? Now that my health is gone. And this is the poison monster, so if you fight this thing, bring some antidotes. I'm just gonna mess with him a bit. But this is why I said flying monsters become a little bit more of a hassle. Because if you're on the ground, you're not going to be able to really do much to them. But there's things you can do to kind of mess with them. I don't know if you saw, but he flinched because I did a lot of damage to his body part. I'm just doing a quick fight just so you find out what goes on. They will flinch if you break a lot of their stuff. He's enraged right now because I'm annoying him. But it's good to get the flinches and stuff like that. Now, like I said, I do a lot of damage. I just cut off his tail. He's mad at me, but that's why I said your sharp weapon does more damage in like the tail and the side areas. You want to really fuck with them and mess up their stuff. You can actually carve that tail as well to get parts. So when you cut off the tail, don't just leave it there. Alright, he flinched again because I'm doing a lot of damage to him. flinched again. He fell on the ground. Like I'm too overpowered for him. This is kind of just a pity fight right now. Okay, you gonna stay there, buddy? If I can kill. Okay, this is it. All right, go to sleep. Dead. Okay. So now you see you can come over to the tail, and you can carve that. Oh, I just picked up a material that's on the ground. Oh my God, Anjanath, he wants some too. Okay. Hopefully he leaves me alone. But make sure you carve the tail when you finally slay him. I'll show you a little bit of the Anjanath just so you can mess with him. See what he does. I'm just shooting him and flinching him. See this red stuff? This piercing pod? This is the special ammo I'm talking about that you'll find. So let me show you an example. I'm gonna pick it up. He might charge at me and get mad. Come on, demonstrate something. Well, I'll shoot him, but if I shoot him, he'll flinch. Look, see that? If you do that when he's charging at you, you basically save yourself a charge. Like, you save yourself some damage. I'm not really gonna carve this monster. I don't need to carve him, but that's where this specialty ammo comes in handy. I'm gonna leave him alone for now. I don't really care. This isn't gonna be a long guide. It only got longer because you stepped in, so I can show you some stuff. But I'm just gonna leave him alone. I don't really care to fight him. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is just show you my room, and I'm gonna call it a stream. Pay attention to that. Okay, there we go. I don't know if you saw, but like that map in the lower corner, it was red. You can't fast travel if it's in the red. That means you're still in a battle. I'll show you something else real quickly. There's a good indicator. I forgot to show you this. I'll go back to him. I don't know if you can see on the map, but there's like this little yellow symbol above the monster. That means he's kind of searching for me and he's looking for me. If that ever turns red, that's a good indicator that he's enraged. But right now it's yellow. Let's see if I can trigger him to get enraged. Come on, buddy. Come on. I know you're bad. I'm doing a lot of damage to him, so he's flinched right now. Oh, yeah, now he's mad. See how it's red? I don't know if you can see it, but above the monster symbol on the map, it has a red glowing eye. That's how you'll know that they're enraged. In this mode, you can't do shit to him. Like if I try to grapple onto his face, he's gonna flick me off and stuff. Oh, and like and do stuff like that to me. The monsters can grapple you too. Oh. Let's see if I'm gonna wait for him. Yeah, he's exhausted now. But I'm gonna show you something real quickly. I'm gonna hop to his face. Nope, I'm out of stamina. Out of stamina. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see if he's still mad. If he's not mad, I'll be able to grapple his face. No, he's not mad. Oh, no, he's still mad. Okay. Now, pay attention to your environment, because you can use the environment to your luck. If I shoot this rock while he's under it, it might fall on him. I don't think I shot at the right time. Nope. But if he's underneath that, you'll get some free damage on him. Woo! I just stunned him basically. I said I would leave him alone, but there's some key things to the hunt that I need you to just want to show you to do. Okay, now he's tired. Okay, I'm not gonna waste it over here. Okay, grapple on his face, smack his face, unload my thing inside his face. It didn't show it, but he hit a wall and now he's stunned. Sometimes the camera angles can get a little bit messed up. But that's what I was saying by like shooting stuff inside the face of the monster and then making him hit a wall is a good way to stun him. Now I'm done with him. I'm not really gonna hunt him. I don't need to. He chased me. Like yeah, he might chase me through here because he's enraged. That depends if he decides. Yeah, he's chasing me. See, when they're enraged, they may chase you for a little. I don't really care for him. Ooh, Rathalos. If you see some shiny honey, that means you have a higher chance of getting more. So I got 4 honeys from that. Yeah, he is on my ass. But this is why I said learning the areas and swinging and stuff like that gets you away from monsters a lot easier. He's enraged, so he's chased me through 4 areas. But he can't get up here, so now I've lost him. There's certain areas that they can't chase you, and this is one of those areas. So what I'll do now is I'll leave the expedition, I'll show you my room, and then we'll call it a stream. Just as a quick, you know, Monster Hunter guide. Like I said, you can DM me to ask some further questions. We'll just end it here. Alright, so let's go to world map. And I'm gonna go to Solana. Let's go to my room. Move to my room, yes. But there's a difference between expeditions and quests. Quests give you a higher chance of getting better rewards. Expeditions, you'll never know what you're gonna fight. I'll take all those, whatever. Nothing wrong with having them. So it's gonna be in a load screen for a brief moment. Wow. I said a brief guide. I mean, that is kind of monster. I said a brief guide, and it's about to turn into an hour stream. That is a brief guide. Hopefully, I hit some key points just to help you get through some of the beginning level of stuff. Majority of Monster Hunter is learning it for yourself. I'm not a dual blade main. I used to dabble with them a bit when I played on the 3DS. Like I said, it appealed to me too because it was 2 nice swords. But for me, just because of my play style, I like to block. Because I find that dodging wastes a lot of stamina health, and not waste stamina and use my dodges when I need to use them. But this is my room. It's a nice little lodge. It's me cabin. Oh, and all those animals that you can capture for points like that, you can have in your room, just so you don't feel like you're like trapping them. So I put a bunch of rabbits on my floor. I got fish in my fish tank. Got this little thingamadoodle. I forgot what they're called, but they like to hang out in pots. I have a fascination for cheese. These are my lightning bugs, my little fishing pond. Ooh, 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 ooh. And in this area, you got a nice little hot spring that you can kind of chill in. So I'm a switch over to my bath suit, stuff like that, and you can frolic in it, and then you just kind of like float inside the water. And then if you face these little, I forgot what they're called, but if you face them, you know, splash a little water on them. But they're like little I forgot what they're called, but they're like little Furbies that like to just chill in the hot spring water. But yeah, this is my lodge. This is like the last room you get. This is where I hang out from my room. But that's it. It's gonna take a bit for it to upload to YouTube if you want to see it again. But I mean, obviously, if you have the time, you can check it out on Twitch as well. But I upload all my stuff up to YouTube as well if you ever wanna, because Twitch doesn't save these videos. But yes, I'll be uploading it to YouTube. Same handle, like all my stuff is the same place. Generic J on YouTube as well. You can't miss me. It's all the same stuff. But quick little beginner's guide for you. A lot of it's just gonna be a learning process for you, Goonie. Not much more to it. If you lose, you lose. Like I said, just dust yourself off. Maybe practice some more in the training area, and just practice. That's all it's ever been. If you want a little history on what I'm doing, you already know that I spent 1,000 hours at least. That's maybe underballing it. But I learned Monster Hunter all myself. I didn't have access to internet very well, so I couldn't play online with people. I played all of Monster Hunter myself. So when I hopped onto the game, I didn't know. I basically started off the way you are. I knew jack shit about this game, and what my problem was is that I would do quests, and I would get so close to beating them, I could feel it, but I would still lose. And so I was just getting teased with almost winning. And so I kept at it. I realized that I sucked at my armor builds. So like one of the things that you want to focus on is you have high rank armor, so don't change your armor. That's the best armor that you have right now before you get to high rank. But kind of a beginner's guide is to use a complete armor set. Don't go for, you know, this insect helmet and then like you don't go for an insect helmet and then like a Rathalos chest piece and then some fish shoes. That's not really going to help you. In fact, it can actually be a detriment. It'll be better if you went to it for a full complete armor set. That's another good beginner's guide. You don't really need to worry about that because the armor you have is the best armor until you get to high rank. But I learned all this stuff myself, and one of the things I pride myself on, which is why I don't care if so some people will say I'm not an OG veteran, I didn't play the first Monster Hunter, but I consider myself an OG veteran because I got to master rank myself, which in the game that I played when I first played it was hard in of itself. There were thousands, maybe even millions of people saying that they need help getting to master rank, and I got there myself because I didn't have access to the internet. So I'm a full-bred like monster hunter. Like I've learned patterns, I've learned how to fight monsters, I've learned all this stuff. The only difference is that what happened with Monster Hunter World specifically is it was too easy for me, so I left it. Which is why there's certain things I'm still learning myself because they added a master rank version to this, which is called is it master rank? Yeah, it's master rank. They added a master rank to this, which now made monsters ridiculously hard, which is what I'm used to. So now I'm hopping back into it, learning some stuff myself, and getting back to what I'm used to. So yes, I consider myself a veteran because I've invested a lot of time in this. If you have questions, for the most part, I can answer them. There's going to be a few things that may be new to me, but it's literally just because there are certain things in this game that are still new to me myself, which I got to still get used to grappling with the grappling hook. But hopefully, this hour stream is a good beginner guide, which I think it's crazy is still short enough to kind of help you with what you're going to be doing in this game. Once again, DM me or talk to me on the Phoenix Empire if you have any further questions. If I see you in your streams, I'll hop in and give you some quick pointers and stuff like that. But I know some lore. Like I said, the monsters you hunt, they're invasive. They're not supposed to be there. You're actually doing a service to the environment if you're ever worried about what you're fighting. Okay? They're not supposed to be there. That's the excuse for why you're hunting them. You're not just going out and just destroying a monster for the sake of destroying them. Unless that's how you want to take it. But no, lore-wise, they're not supposed to be there. So, you know, I'll hop in, do all that kind of stuff. For the most part, I'm just going to end this here, and I'll upload it to YouTube and all that kind of stuff if you ever want to stop back on it. But thank you for stopping by, Goonie. I do hope this helps, okay? And we'll end this right here.